Hey, Slater Crusaders, coming up next, we're going to do a story from 9/11. So we're going to talk to Professor Vincent Raccaniello right now, as opposed to the end of the show when we normally do every Monday. Professor Vincent Raccaniello, of course, the professor of virology at Columbia University. He's really the one person I trust on all this COVID stuff. And I'm super honored that he's always willing to join us every Monday. Microbe.tv, and his podcast is This Week in Virology. Professor, how are you, sir?
Well, I'm just amazed that you say nice things about me, so thank you very much.
And I mean them. Let's do this. We got some vaccine talk. I feel like we're going to be talking vaccines for a while now. I have one story of a vaccine that was put on hold. This is out of Oxford, the AstraZeneca vaccine. And then I have one vaccine that's being expanded from 30,000 people to 44,000 people. So maybe we can talk about the Oxford one first. What do we know about this Oxford vaccine?
So the Oxford vaccine is a adenovirus. So adenoviruses cause all kinds of infections of humans and many other animals. This happens to be an adenovirus of chimpanzees. The reason they're using that is because people would not be infected with it before, right? So you don't have to worry about pre-existing immunity. So they take this chimpanzee adenovirus and they put the gene for the SARS-CoV-2 spike protein in it. So it's one protein in the backbone, and then that is a virus that they give to you, and they inject into your muscle, produces the spike protein, and you make antibodies against it. That's how that works.
Interesting. So they put COVID in another virus. Or they put one aspect of COVID in a different virus.
Exactly. And that's being done a lot for different vaccines, not just adenoviruses, but other viruses are being used. Measles vaccine is being used as a carrier, and others as well. So it's becoming
So
more
what's
and more.
what's the part of COVID that they put in this other virus?
So the part is the spike glycoprotein, right? It's that protein on the surface of the virus that the virus has to bind to cells to attach to them with, right? And so you make antibodies against that protein, and it blocks attachment and infection.
So they said here that they decided to pause the trial after one person developed a spinal cord injury. Mm-hmm. Do you think that's related? That's so tricky, right? Is that related to the vaccine, do you think? Is that a common thing? What do you do here?
That's a good question, because whenever you're immunizing so many people, and I think they had immunized already 18,000 people with this vaccine candidate, things are going to happen. You're going to have other health issues happening. And the question is, are they related to the vaccine, or would they have happened anyway? So this person developed what we call transverse myelitis. It's an inflammation of the spinal cord. It happens without vaccination. All right, it happens in the real world. It can be an infectious process. It could be an insult of some kind. And what they needed to do was say, hey, is this in any way related to the vaccine, or is it something that just happened? And they decided it was not related to the vaccine. We don't know how they did that because they didn't reveal their thinking, but they've decided to resume the trial now.
Wow. That was deep and insightful. I want more of that. Like, subscribe, get more.